The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Wentz to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wentz to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now a play fake. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Ramik Wilson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. West with a quick feed. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right near midfield. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. That goes for a gain of 31. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They run again with Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
On 3rd down, that's Hunt. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Walker in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On target over the middle to Hill. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. And the D looking like they may blitz. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This is Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Third down. It's Hunt, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some...
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now a toss coming right side. That's Hunt. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run again with Hunt. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeMarcus Walker in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll run. This is Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go! 3-19! Gone, gone! Over!
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Great changeup there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
The Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. Forced out to his left. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Oh, shifts past him. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On the run, this is Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sean Robinson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Play action. Now Wentz. His throw incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. From midfield, here's Wentz. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. On first and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Wentz now to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Wentz to throw on second down. And he's going to go down again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Doug Baldwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Wentz going to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now here's Mahomes. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hill. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully? To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it. Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he coughed it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter. You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively. To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. In motion, Hill. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up. And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Wentz will try again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Kansas City, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Patrick Mahomes' Chiefs going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But Kareem Hunt, the rookie out of Toledo, what a year it's been for him. Well over 1,000 yards, and you would have to think sitting right near the top for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he's had a monster year and exploded week 1, opening night against the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. He announced his presence, didn't he? And continued on and really had a monster year. I think Leonard Fournette's going to be mentioned from Jacksonville Jaguars. Alvin Kamara from the New Orleans Saints has really played well. I predicted Christian McCaffrey in preseason, and he's had a fine year. But I don't think it measures up to what Kareem Hunt has done. I think Alvin Kamara is his closest competitor.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 43 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And still fighting. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 99 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On second down, it's Bell. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. In the red zone this time. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Well, speaking of incomplete passes, we had a very controversial incomplete pass in Week 15 in that Steelers-Patriots game, did we not?
In the city of Pittsburgh, it wasn't incomplete.
Right, yeah. For them, it's and the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Third and long, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And Wilson has it. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say we pumped the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. The big fella. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made it.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Justin Houston from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Roethlisberger under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And a alley to run. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit And in this case, lose the football.
No, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Detroit! From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Butker now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Got a man. It's Brown. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 13-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Reggie Ragland in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So that pass goes awry, but to make a quick pivot, before the game, you and I were going through the list of 1,000-yard receivers this year. Some familiar names, yes, but a couple that are back on the list and then a fresh face.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Now, you mentioned guys that we're used to. Antonio Brown, well over 1,000 yards again. No surprise there. Gronk, he gets it done. You know, let's face it, he's one of the toughest matchups in the league. But Michael Thomas with the New Orleans Saints, really nice rookie season 2016. He made it legit this year, going over 1,000 yards. And then you look at Keenan Allen and DeAndre Hopkins. Welcome back to the 1,000-yard list for both of them, because you expect them to be there each and every year. And finally, they'll welcome to the club an undrafted free agent from Minnesota State named Adam Thielen. You're exactly right. What a season he's had for the Minnesota Vikings. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. They run with Hunt. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And in Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They run for it with Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Play clock winding down. Now it's Hunt. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. Travis Kelsey. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 56 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. A quick hitter to Sherman, the fullback. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. On the run, it's Ware. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a 5-yard swing, but still 4th down.
You just wonder if the punt team used up something there that they didn't need to, right? Draw them off sides, but it still doesn't get them a 1st down. I used that one on 4th and 5 or less.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. They're able to locate Wilson. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
You